CarMax pregame show. CarMax, the way it should be.
There's Jason Tatum in the C's looking to avoid going down 0-2 against Kevin Durant and the Nets. Early in the first quarter, Joe Harris asked who's the man. He said it's me. Then he busted 3 in their EYE. 16 points in the first quarter, Jet.
Hot. And getting steals on defense and lay-ins to boot, along with all those threes he was draining in on them.
Some easy baskets you talk about.
Active hands right there, and then makes it look so easy. It's Kevin Durant, who had 26, 8, and 5. We know offensively he can get it done, but Coach, James Harden, we know he missed some time with that hamstring. How does he look to you in this game? Is he back?
No, he looks good. I mean, all three of those guys look good. They haven't played a lot, together. And you got James. That's where he's so tough. I mean, he just bully balls and just gets to the front of the rim, gets fouled. But all three of those guys just looked really good to me. They looked like there was nothing stressing. Harris was phenomenal, but those three guys set the table, and they're just like it was like a no stress, easy basketball game for the Brooklyn Nets.
You see Tatum here. This is in the third quarter. Brooklyn's still up. Kevin Durant pokes him in the eye, and Tatum would exit the game. You can see after the replays, he would not return to the game. Boston down by 24 at halftime. Now we are later in the second half. Harden, the ball movement.
Nice.
Just infectious. When that ball moves, Coach, it's beautiful basketball.
Nice.
A Tribe Called Quest has the love movement. The Nets, they have ball movement. Moving things around. Blake took a couple of shots, but he stayed in the game. Brooklyn's still up big. And then, Jet, then there's Kyrie.
I'll have this. Dance, dance, dance.
Oh, man. That's just pretty. I hear you, Kyrie. Give me a wink, baby.
Hey, you might as well. Kyrie with 15, 6, and 6 in the game. Listen, you saw Joe Harris. He had 22, but then he ended up with a career high 25. 7 threes made. Brooklyn goes up 2-0. After the game, we hear from the head coach, Steve Nash.
Yeah, I mean, that's it in a nutshell. I thought defensively we played hard. Our intensity was there. We fought and scrapped. Had a good first half defensively, and obviously compared to the first game, we made shots and we're hot to start the game. So, we played pretty well at both ends of the floor, and but most importantly, our guys, they came out with the right spirit.
Coach, are there any adjustments that can be made for the Boston Celtics realistically to extend this series and win Game 3?
No.
All right, there. Excellent analysis right there from the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. They lost so much of their heart and soul when Brown got hurt and he's out and stuff. They've lost 10 of their last 15 regular season, like 4 of the last 5 coming down the stretch. Did not want anything to do with having to play the Nets in the first round. Drew them in the first round. And no, I really don't think so. Quick thing. KD, Kyrie, and Beard. They're 20 from 36 from the field overall. I just look at efficiency when people play. They're 7 for 13 in the three-point line, 14 for 14 from the free throw line. Those dudes were so efficient, it was ridiculous. When your top players are that efficient, you're going to get torched.
Yeah, you're going to get torched on any night. And again, as a whole, 52%, 45 from the three. It's good night. I don't know what the Celtics can do, but I do know one thing. They can't allow themselves to be punked by Brooklyn, right? Brooklyn is a team that likes to get out and run and shoot and dance and play fast. You got to slow them down. You got to beat them up a little bit. But to a man, does Boston really have that type of personnel? I don't know, maybe something to address in the offseason. But I do know they're going home, Coach, to an arena you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
Those fans are going to be fired up, and so they're going to have to feed off the energy of the home crowd and understand we just got to win one game. If we can win one game, now the series begins. But it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And what do we think about Tatum? Obviously, you don't know what type of pain he's going through. Being poked in the eye is no fun. But I was a little bit shocked to see he didn't at least try to return to the game. What were your thoughts seeing what happened with that, Coach?
Well, at that point, the horse was way out of the barn. I don't know why you put him back in. He's 3 for 12 and struggling, too. He gets poked in the eye. As a matter of fact, see, Jet, that's what he's have to wear.
You got to get
right
you some
there,
of these,
baby.
JT. I'm going to send something to Boston for you, baby.
but other than, I think Coach Stevens said, you know what, I'm just gonna let the young fella sit here. And he's got to come out and put his head down and just go to the hole. And you can see, where he gets poked in the eye here by KD. But, you know, if I'm coaching those guys, I'm just telling them, I'm going to say, Jason, I hope you get 6 offensive fouls, drive the middle of the paint, try to dunk on the entire team. Just come out and play crazy aggressive in the first quarter because they need something to stir the pot and get them going. But I've watched them play a lot this year because they're my old team, and Danny Ainge, my old buddy's running it. They just haven't had much of a spirit the last couple months. They just have not looked like they're not a good defensive team, which they've always hung their hat on. And they have no, I don't know, there's something missing, and I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. I think this is just one of those chalk it up to a bad year for the Celtics.
3 for 12, Tatum, 9 points in the game. That's